Let's look at one of my favorite news aggregator sites for world legal news, and that's Jurist. Jurist is a web-based legal research service that's provided by law students, actually. Law students in their role as reporters and editors from the University of Pittsburgh have developed this website. They report and research the latest legal developments in real time. They cover legal news stories based on the substantive importance rather than on commercial appeal of stories. When you first get to the homepage, you can see that you're viewing the US version, and that will limit you to just US stories. So for news from around the world, select the international version up at the top of the page. You'll then see three columns, and this is all of the information they have for international and foreign news. Um, the first column you see has a list of the most current world legal news items, and you can look down and scroll down and see all of the different news stories that they have. You can click on any one of them to get to those stories. There is more, and you can scroll down and click on more at the very bottom of that box, and it'll bring you to a cleaner, longer list of their news stories of the day. And so if you want to read any of the stories, click on the title, and we'll use this China Top Court. Each story links you to important websites or legal documents or relevant reports that are related to this news story. Now, the story itself isn't very long. Sometimes it's just a couple or 2 or 3 paragraphs long, but you notice that in blue you have some links to reports, to previous jurist reports, and UN documents, all kinds of things that will enable you to understand the topic a little bit better. Okay, so let's go back. And now we're back at the international version page. The center column focuses on commentary, and you see several different types of commentary. You have academic, professional, and student commentary. And as you might probably already intuit, the academic commentaries are usually written by law professors, and professional commentaries are written by legal practitioners or maybe even policymakers. And of course, the student commentaries are written by law students at University of Pittsburgh. To see any of the longer lists within each of these boxes, you can click on the more at the bottom of each one of these, or you can just go into any one of these particular commentaries. Let's take a look at more so you can just see the range of articles that are included. Now, notice that the forum is a place where you have op-eds, which are, again, commentary. So it's important to note that these will be written with a particular point of view in mind, so just remember that. Again, if you click on any of these forum articles, they're a little bit longer than just the news item. They're written by law professors, and here you have the author's name and a picture and his view on this particular issue, and again with links to either other sites that are that give you more insight or to legal documents themselves. Now, the third column on the right presents a features box right here that features detailed and comprehensive background issues. It's not a lengthy list, but what they have is pretty exceptional. So click that more at the bottom of that box to see the entire list of the backgrounders. Let's look at the marijuana legalization article. You can see that it's a much longer article, and it's divided up by different sections. And as is their signature, Jurist will always link you to the legal sources mentioned and to sites that will provide you more insight. And this is a pretty long article. So And not only do you have that article that's presented for that feature, but if there are any commentaries, either academic, professional, or student commentaries that have been written in that are in any way related to marijuana legalization, it'll be included as well. So another feature that I like to mention is that you can actually do a search of the Jurist website, and if you're interested in a particular jurisdiction, like if I typed in Iran and ran a search on Jurist, it would bring up all of the different articles from their archive and the most current articles as well, dealing with Iran. And if I wanted to keep up with Jurist news about Iran, I could then use the RSS feeder to keep up with their news items. And let me just go into one of these in particular. The bottom of any one of the news items, at the very bottom of the page, you can either print the news article out or you can subscribe. Again, here is an icon to keep up with the RSS feeds. And if you clicked on the subscribe, it gives you a list of email services that Jurist has available, and they're all for free. And you can go into each one of these. If you're interested in the world legal news, for example, you could click on there, and there's an RSS feed for just world legal news. So there's a way in which you can just follow Jurist by general topic areas like world legal news or specific news items, as I showed you before with the search on Iran. And that completes this little tutorial on Jurist. I hope you get a chance to look around and use Jurist. It's one of my very favorite.